the holiday of Thanksgiving, the American holiday of Thanksgiving, is just one of many different kinds of Thanksgiving holidays and harvest festivals around the world. In a lot of the Celtic pagan tradition, the closest equivalent will be at Mabon, when we celebrate the harvest and the grains that are brought in for the year. And now in this period between, Samhain and the beginning of the new year at Yule, of course, this is the time of year in which the last of the grains, the last of the animals traditionally would have been brought in for slaughter. Those who would not survive the winter would be brought in and humanely, killed so their meat could be used throughout the winter. And also the last, of course, of grains and other things. This is your last chance to bring them in before they're covered by the winter snows. Of course, here in Florida, we follow a slightly different pattern because this is actually kind of the start of our planting and growing season. So with this, with this ritual tonight, I tried to kind of incorporate multiple elements of what's actually happening, as well as the traditional northern things, according to what's happening in the southern hemisphere, and also what's happening realistically around Florida, either east or west of us.
That's the beginning and the end.
Yes, and this time of year, in my own tradition, of course, I call myself a tree because there's really no one word for what I am. Within the tree tradition, we very much acknowledge the earth and the time of year as things are right now. And you keep in mind that if you call in the Earth Mother and Demeter at this time of year, this is the time when Persephone has gone underground to live with Hades until the spring. So you always approach that with a certain amount of understanding that this is the time Earth lies fallow, especially now because Samhain's over, New Year hasn't begun yet, and we're in the time between the years, like the very end of the dark moon before the new moon. So anyway, I know we always celebrate, usually this is a literal feast for us, and we have delicious, yummy food laid out on the tables, and we're all giving thanks and blessings for the food that we're about to eat. Obviously, that's not possible right now because of COVID. So even though I've incorporated some of that language into it, just know I'm blessing all of your feasts, whatever you've eaten tonight or are going to eat when the time comes. And also for next week as well. So just think of it as like a pre-blessing of the food when it comes to those parts. With blessings, we make our harvest home. In thanks and gratitude, we gather here. With blessings, we make our harvest home. In thanks and gratitude, we gather here. With blessings, we make our harvest home. In thanks and gratitude, we gather here. Now we'll call the quarters, starting in the east.
We call to the east, where the storms of the Atlantic are fading as winter draws nigh. We call upon the spirits of the east, creatures of air and flight, to bring yourselves and your magics with you to our feast, that we may share and share alike. Lend us your blessings, O spirits of air and mind, that our thoughts be filled with all we have reason to be grateful for as the harvest season draws to its final fate. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
And the south?
We call to the south, where the land dips from spring into summer, and the fiery passion that there ensues. We call upon the spirits of the south, creatures of flame and solar power, to bring yourselves and your magics with you to our feast, that we may share and share alike. Lend us your blessings, O spirits of fire and creativity, that we may have a feast to warm and nourish us through the months of winter. Hail and welcome.
Hail,
Hail
and welcome.
We call to the west, where the ancestors await us, and the element of water holds sway. We call upon the spirits of the west, creatures of deep pools, slow everglades, and swift flowing rivers, to bring yourselves and your magics with you to our feet, that we may share and share alike. Lend us your blessings, O spirits of water and emotion, that we may feel the love of the land and for one another as we sit together at our table. Hail and welcome.
Hail,
Hail
and
and
welcome.
welcome.
And we call to the north.
We call to the north, where the trees have shed their colorful crowns for the white caps of winter snow, where we are reminded that all things come and go according to their season. We call upon the spirits of the north, creatures of the earth and her hidden ways, to bring yourselves and your magics with you to our feast, that we may share and share alike. Lend us your blessings, O spirits of the earth and harvest home, that we may reap bountiful crops throughout the year. Hail and welcome.
Hail,
Hail.
and welcome.
Welcome.
To Hern, the hunter, you draw to yourself the elderly animals, the frail, the ones who will not survive the winter to come, and cease their suffering with your bow. We ask your blessing for all who hunt in this season, that they may bring home meat for their table with as little harm and as little harm as may be. We thank you for all the animals you have given, who have given their meat for us as we approach our table. Hail and welcome.
Hail,
Hail.
and welcome.
Welcome.
To Demeter, the crop mother, you have blessed the seeds in springtime, and now the golden grains are laid low upon your soil. Your daughter Persephone is returned to her husband and lover, and in her honor, the earth rests until summer comes again. We thank you for the gifts of grain and corn that have come from your sacred soil, and feast upon them in your honor at this table. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Now we will give thanks for all we have received this year.
Summer is passing and winter is coming. In this time between the light and the dark, the new and the old, we gather together to give our thanks.
We give thanks for the spells we have wrought this year and the results that have come from them.
We give thanks to the rituals we have held and the strength and blessings that have come from them.
We give thanks to all that we have manifested in our personal, communal, and spiritual lives.
We give thanks to the gods who watch over us.
We give thanks to the earth and her children who watch over us.
We give thanks for all those whom we love, both those who are with us tonight, those who are with us in spirit, and those who are with us from the other side of the veil.
We give thanks to the food which we are about to eat, the turkey, the potato, the grain, and all the people who have worked to grow and bring them to us.
We give thanks to those who have prepared the food, giving of their time and energy to the kitchen witchery, which we shall now enjoy.
We give thanks to the drinks the mead, the wines, and those who have prepared them for us, and those who have brought them to us this day.
We give thanks to all the universe which has brought us through time and space together in this moment, giving us all the blessings, too numerous to speak at this time.
And now it is time for cakes and ale. The bread of our harvest nurtures us through the changing seasons. For this we give thanks.
A drink taken with friends nourishes us whenever we may be. For this we give thanks.
May we never hunger.
May we
May
never
we never hunger.
Hunger.
May we never thirst.
May we never thirst.
May we
May
never
we never
thirst.
Never thirst.
We have given our thanks and shared our cakes and ale. Now it is time to bid farewell to all those who gathered with us tonight.
Vern, we thank you for your blessing and your presence tonight. May we live in gratitude and thankfulness for all that you and your creatures do for us.
Demeter, we thank you for your blessings and your presence tonight. Help us to live in gratitude and thankfulness for all that the green and growing creatures do for us.
Spirits of the north, creatures of earth, we thank you for your blessings at this time of harvest. May we rejoice in this bounty together tonight and in the winter months to come. And now we bid you farewell. Hail,
Hail
and farewell.
and farewell.
Spirits of the west, creatures of water, and all our ancestors gathered in the west, we thank you for your presence and your wisdom tonight. May we remember what you have to offer us with joy and sincerity in our hearts. And now we bid you farewell. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Farewell.
Spirits of the south, creatures of fire, we thank you for your energy and your creativity tonight. May we dance with you in this harvest and all the feasts to come. And now we bid you farewell. Hail and farewell.
Hail
Hail
and
and
farewell.
farewell.
Spirits of the east, creatures of air, we thank you for the messages sent upon the wind tonight. We will hear and remember your teachings as you depart. And now we bid you farewell. Hail and
Hail.
farewell.
Hail
Hail
and
and
farewell.
farewell.
And finally, to all who came unspoken of to this gathering, we thank you for your unexpected gifts. As you came in peace, so depart. Hail and farewell.
Hail and
Farewell.
Farewell.
Merry meet,
Merry meet,
merry
Merry
part,
part,
and merry
merry
meet
meet
again.
again.
Again.